Namaste everyone, my name is Shrikant Sundar. Welcome to our channel Academate, where we give life to education using technologies. Now in today's video we are going to talk about a method of sharing the computers in the lab to the students who are at home. So due to the pandemic there have been a lot of problems, we all know about it, because of which students are unable to come to the lab and attend the labs, and especially where the problem is with the softwares that are not available with the students at home, that becomes a lot of problem. So today we have come across a solution which we would like to share with you all, and the solution is very cheap. It costs around 150 to 200 rupees, and by getting that, even if you don't have a laptop or a dedicated computer at your home with internet connection, just with your mobile you will be able to access the computer of your laboratory, and with the help of your teacher or the lab assistant, you will be able to use the software installed in your laboratory just by sitting at your home. So let's begin. So first of all, let's talk about the hardware. So the most important thing is this device, which is called the OTG, on the go device. So this particular device, you can see it's a Type-C USB device. You can also get a micro USB device if your phone has the micro USB cable set on it. So depending on which mobile you are having, you can get your suitable OTG cable. And on the back side of this cable, you can see there is a USB. So this USB can be used to connect a keyboard or a mouse directly to your mobile. So let us see how this is done. So here you can see I have a simple mobile, Redmi 7 Pro, and almost any device, not just a very high-end phone, but I guess almost any phone which runs Android, a fairly recent version of Android will be able to help you out with this. So I have connected this OTG cable to my mobile, and the other device that you are going to need is a mouse. So a mouse will hardly cost you around 100 to 150 rupees, and you can easily get it in any of the electronic shop. So get your mouse, and then the USB cable of that mouse, you can just attach it here to the other end of the OTG. I have attached my mouse here with the OTG, and the OTG is plugged into my device. And as soon as I do that, a cursor will appear here on the screen, and using this cursor I can operate it just similar to the way a touch will operate. So I can operate it with a touch, or I can operate it with a mouse. So both ways it will work. So now I'll have to install the software. So the software is available on the Play Store, and the name of that software is AnyDesk. So this is the software which you have to install. So this is already installed on my device, so I just have to open it, and you can see this is opening up like this. Once opened, it will ask you a remote address. So now this remote address, we'll have to take it from the computer. So now here you can see in the computer in the lab, the faculty has to install this AnyDesk software, and this is also available for Windows. So you need to be careful which version you are installing. So AnyDesk, you can search it on Google and click on the Windows version of it and click on download. Once downloaded, you can start the installation, and after installation this window will open up showing us the AnyDesk this address. So this address needs to be given to the student. So you can see the address is 949749 So this same address needs to be fed by the student in his mobile. So let me feed it here. So 924749784. So as soon as the student feeds this, a connection request will be sent to the faculty. The faculty has to accept it. Once the faculty accepts the request, the complete desktop will be visible to the student on his mobile screen itself. So now, if the student puts it on landscape, fine. So if it is not changing to landscape, the student has to turn on the screen rotation functionality. Fine. If the screen rotation has been locked, the student will not be able to turn it into landscape mode. Fine. So if something like this is happening, they just have to open the setting, turn on the screen rotation, and then when you rotate the screen, you can see the screen is changing to the landscape mode. And now using the mouse that is connected to the mobile. So now this mouse is connected to the system. You can see it is connected to the system, and this mouse here is connected to my mobile, and with mobile I'm able to move it. So you can see that a cursor is moving here on my desktop when I'm moving that in my mobile. Fine. So using my mobile, I can minimize these windows. I can minimize these windows. I can open up some other windows. So you can see here I'm opening up AutoCAD, and after opening up AutoCAD, I can start using this to make some diagrams. So I'm making some diagrams. It's slightly tough when it comes to choosing the commands from the top menu. It is slightly easy. I can just do that like this here. But when it comes to feeding the values from your mobile device, that's slightly tricky. So let me show you how that happens. So you have to tap on this button over here, and you will get options to enable a lot of settings. So we have to go to the input settings and enable the keyboard from here. So as soon as the keyboard is enabled, you can see the screen that is visible here has become smaller, and the keyboard is taking up space at the bottom. If you don't want this to happen, you have the option to make it full screen as well. So yeah, so this is where you can make the full screen. So even after making the full screen, you will be able to access the keyboard. But now, even though the keyboard takes up the lower space, you can see the screen here is still full screen. So now you can, the students on their mobile, they can just keep the cursor the way they want and feed the values here from this keyboard, press enter, and you can see the diagram is getting drawn. 60 in horizontal direction. Fine. And all this I'm doing it from this mouse here, not this mouse which is connected with my system here. Fine. So this mouse which is connected with my mobile here, that's what I'm operating, and with that I'm able to use the software perfectly. Fine. I just need to keep it in correct direction, feed the distance that I want, press enter. Fine. Almost any other command that I want, I will be able to use it. So yeah, with just mouse I can right click. So there's a bit of problem over here. I think I won't be able to come out of the command. Okay, so I can just get close. Fine. Okay, so I guess the escape button is providing me with some problem. Fine, so we have that option as well. So when you go to input device and choose the topmost option over here, when you go to the input device, choose the topmost option over here, you can see that even the escape button is available, which we can use from here by tapping here. Okay, so that's it working. Let me check it. So once again, let me give the line command, gel, enter. Now the line command is active. Okay, let me draw something over here, and now I want to come out of it. So okay, I have to go here. Right. Fine. So escape. Okay, yes, yeah, so the escape button is working here. So of course there is some difficulty in using this because this is a very small screen space compared to what we have here on the desktop. So this will not be easy, of course, but what I want to say is that yes, it is actually possible for the students to use whatever software they want to use just by using their mobile phone and this small setup that they can buy easily from market. So I guess that's it for this video. In another video, we will check out how the students can connect with this. How the students can access the software in the laboratory using their laptop or a desktop. Thanks for watching. If you like our video, just hit that like button, and of course share it with all your friends who might be in need of it, and of course subscribe to our channel for all videos like this. Thank you.